Hey guys, this is Scott from the Forgot to Grow podcast, and today I'm here to do the second part of our countdown of Thor Ragnarok. So in the second part, we're going to be talking about Thor: The Dark World, the second Thor movie. So let's just dive right in. So in this one, we start off, we see uh, Thor's granddad fighting with some Dark Elf guys over an Infinity Stone. His granddad ends up winning, locking the stone away. Then we come back to present day. Loki's getting locked up for all the shit he's done, mainly the things he did on Earth, the attack on Earth. But he's getting locked up, and Thor's off stopping the warring among the Nine Realms. He comes back. He's not super happy. He misses Jane. So now we'll talk about Jane. Jane's on Earth, and she's investigating what's going on, what she doesn't know is going on, with a bunch of dimensional readings she's getting, which is actually the convergence we find out from Asgard. And the convergence is the alignment of all the nine realms, and it causes some dimensional stuff to happen, and you're able to go through portals and wormholes to cross the different realms. And so while Jane's investigating this, she ends up going through one of them and stumbling upon the Infinity Stone from the beginning, the Ether. She gets infected by the Ether, which causes Thor to have to come save her. He takes her back to Asgard to try and get the Ether out. But before they're able to figure out a way to do that, the Dark Elves from the beginning, they've been sleeping for 5,000 years, waiting for the Ether to pop up again. And with it popping up in Asgard, they find the perfect opportunity to destroy Asgard to try and go get it. They're unsuccessful in getting the Ether from Jane, but they do successfully destroy a lot of stuff and also kill Thor's mom. But in doing that, it causes Thor to be afraid that they're going to come back again. And so in order to try and save Jane, he wants to take her to the Dark Elves, to try and get them to take it out. Odin doesn't really like that plan, so that means Thor's got to go rogue again. So in doing so, he goes and breaks out Loki. Loki, Thor, and Jane all leave Asgard to go meet the Dark Elves on a neutral planet, or to be found by the Dark Elves on a neutral planet. That part's kind of a little like, what? But yeah, so they go meet on a neutral planet where it's just a barren wasteland. They do a little skit where they're pretending to fight, and then it turns out they're not. But anyways, the Dark Elves end up taking the Ether from Jane, which is what they wanted, but then the leader of the Dark Elves, Malekith, has the power of the Ether, which he's going to use to destroy the whole universe. He ends up killing Loki, and then heading back through one of those portals we spoke of before to Earth, which is apparently the center point of the convergence. So he's going there to use the Ether to destroy the universe. But Thor decides to stop that. He comes, saves the day, uses his hammer, does some heroic stuff. They save the day. And they send the Ether and Malekith off to some planet where he gets squished by his own ship. But yeah, after Thor saves the day, he returns to Asgard, where his dad Odin offers him the throne, but he turns it down because he wants to go hang out with Jane and the Avengers on Earth. And so as he leaves, the audience finds out that Odin wasn't Odin, it was Loki actually. Loki didn't die. He snuck back to Asgard as an Asgardian guard. Try and say that 10 times quick. But he snuck back and took the place of Odin. We're not really sure how that happens. It'll probably get explained in Thor 3, Thor Ragnarok. But yeah, that's how it ends out the Thor: The Dark World. And it's going to bring us to the end of this part 2 of our countdown of Thor Ragnarok. I hope this was helpful in refreshing you guys' memory on what happened in the second Thor movie and getting you ready for the upcoming Thor Ragnarok to come out this week. So I hope you guys like this. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and to the podcast. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere really. You can download the podcast on iTunes and Podbean and Google Play and wherever you find podcasts. But I'm going to limit it to 3 self-promotions today for the week. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.